everybody, Melanie here from Lend Me Your Ears with the second part of this two-part video about Disney FastPasses. If you missed the first part and you're interested in finding out the what, the why, the how of Disney FastPass, then click here and then come back to me. And now, my strategy for FastPass for our 2020 Walt Disney World family vacation. Now that you all know the details of what FastPasses are, let's talk about how to make a plan for selecting them. And the very first step is to gather your family together and get a pulse for which rides and attractions are most important to them. So, let's do this. Family, assemble! Oh, wow, that was really fast. Way to go, guys. Okay, let's plan. Now. And that was nearly painless. Good job, you guys. Okay, you can leave now. Okay. Bye. Now that I have a list of the rides and attractions that are most important to the members of my family, I'm able to map out all of my FastPasses and the times I'm hoping to reserve them for based on my existing plans. Those existing plans would be which parks we're going to on what day and our existing dining reservations. I also want to point out here that everyone has different opinions on which attractions are worth it to get a FastPass for and which attractions are a waste of a FastPass. I have those opinions too, but that's not really what this video is about, so if you have questions about that, please leave them in the comments below. So, our first day, we'll be at Hollywood Studios, which, as I mentioned before in the last video, is making it difficult to select FastPasses right now because of its tier system. But since we plan to have lunch at Woody's Lunchbox that day, I'm going to do my best to secure a Slinky Dog FastPass around lunchtime while we're already in that area. And since I'm saving my Star Tours FastPass until we go back to Hollywood Studios the second time around, I'm going to do something I've never used a FastPass on before. Shows. This has always seemed like one of those wastes before because getting a FastPass for a show doesn't even necessarily ensure you the best seats, just a seat in general. But we're gonna give it a whirl this time around and get FastPasses for the Indiana Jones show and Fantasmic. Day 2. We'll be at Magic Kingdom and I'm going to try to secure a FastPass for Space Mountain early on in the day. It's an attraction that is important to everyone in the family, and it's one of the closest popular attractions to the front gate. Or at least, it seems that way to me. I'm never really good with figuring out how things connect spatially. Then, since I know we'll want to have lunch at Columbia Harbor House, we're going to try and secure a FastPass on that side of the park around lunchtime for the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. I'll mention here that Splash Mountain will sadly be closed for refurbishment while we're there, which is a huge bummer because it's one of my favorites. Then I'm going to try to secure a Seven Dwarfs Mine Train FastPass, but I'm really flexible on when we do that one. Since I'm hoping for the morning and midday for the other two, I'll probably shoot for the evening for that ride. Day 3 will mostly be a down day, but we will be having breakfast at the Garden Grill in Epcot, and since that is right next to Soarin', I'm going to try to secure a FastPass shortly after we're done with our breakfast. And that's it for that day because we'll be back at the pool or exploring Disney Springs the rest of that day. Day 4 is Animal Kingdom. We are going to book it straight over to Expedition Everest first thing, and hopefully I'll have secured a FastPass for that. And then, since my favorite quick service lunch in all of Walt Disney World is Satuli Canteen in Pandora, I'm going to try my best to secure my Flight of Passage FastPass right around lunchtime. And dinner will be Tusker House in Africa. So hopefully we'll be able to get a FastPass for Kilimanjaro Safari right around dusk since we'll be in the area anyway for dinner, and I've heard that the animals can be pretty active around that time. Day 5, we're headed back to Hollywood Studios, and this time, it's Star Wars Day. One thing that you cannot get a FastPass for that I would like my children to do is the Jedi training. If you're unfamiliar, you can sign up your younglings to be trained with some of the most powerful Jedis around, and they even get to battle some forces of the dark side. In order to sign up your 4 to 12-year-old for this fun experience, arrive at the park for rope drop right at the beginning of the day and look for cast members holding up signs pointing you in the right direction to sign up for the Jedi training. Those cast members do a really great job of making sure you get where you need to be for that. We'll try to make the training for early on in the day and then jump right onto Star Tours, which I'll need to try to secure a FastPass for. Then, it'll be Galaxy's Edge for the better part of the day. Since you cannot get fast passes for Rise of the Resistance or Smuggler's Run as of yet, we'll just have to wait in the standby lines and take our time. We'll also be eating lunch and snacks there as well. And I think I'll go ahead and secure a fast pass for Tower of Terror that day as well. Now listen, as of this moment, my kids are insisting that it is way too scary and there's no way that I can drag them onto that ride. However, there's always the chance that one or more of them will get suddenly brave while we're there and want to try it. I hope so. I want to make sure that they have that option, but I'm not picky as to when we ride it since we might not ride it at all, so I'll just try to grab a fast pass for late afternoon and we'll see what happens. And if you can all please tell my kids that Tower of Terror is fun and that they needn't be frightened, that would be great. Day 6, it's back to Magic Kingdom, and we can't miss out on an opportunity to meet the mouse himself, Mickey. Yes, sometimes I like to use fast passes for meeting characters. The Mickey Mouse at Town Square is worth it. This is the Mickey that speaks to you and he is so awesome. So since it's right there near the entrance, I'm going to try to secure a fast pass for first thing in the morning to meet Mickey. Now, there are 2 types of people in this world. Those that go to Tomorrowland first and those that go to Adventureland first. We are a Tomorrowland family, and so shortly after we meet Mickey, I'm going to try to secure a fast pass for Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger spin so that the whole family can try to become galactic heroes and defeat the evil Zurg. Then, this day we have a lunch reservation at Be Our Guests. It's only 1 quick service credit at lunch, but 2 table service credits for dinner. For more on this, check out my dining plan videos. So I'm wanting to secure a fast pass in Fantasyland around that time. And Peter Pan's Flight is what I'm gonna try for. Guys, this attraction is a Walt Disney World opening day attraction and it's an absolute classic. And I'd say that of all the opening day attractions, this is the one that always has the longest line. Haunted Mansion's line can get pretty long too, but it's been my experience that Peter Pan's is always longer and it's a can't miss. It's one of my favorites in the whole park. On to day 7, another down day for the most part, but we do have dinner reservations at the Beer Garden, at the Germany Pavilion in Epcot, and since Norway is just 1 China away from Germany, I'm going to try to secure a fast pass for Frozen Ever After, either just before or just after dinner. So, if you've been keeping track, Soarin' and Frozen fast passes have been taken care of on our down days. That leaves us a stressless Epcot day on day 8. Day 8 is our final full day at Disney, and we'll be spending it at Epcot. Sadly, Test Track will be closed for refurbishment during our visit, which is a huge bummer because my kids really wanted to ride it. And since none of us have any interest in riding Mission Space, we're going to use a fast pass on meeting some more characters and possibly even riding Soarin' again because why not? If my kiddos were younger, I would probably get a fast pass for the Seas with Nemo and friends, but I don't think they're dying to ride that one, so we'll ride it if the line isn't super long, and if not, no worries about a fast pass. And that's it, friends, my fast pass plan for our Walt Disney World 2020 vacation. And I want to hear from you. What attractions are must-book fast passes for you? Share with us in the comment section below. And hey, if you enjoyed this video or got anything at all helpful from it, a like from you would help me out tremendously. And if you're looking for more Disney fun tips and tricks and some pretty rockin' awesome Disney song parodies, click the subscribe button and the bell next to it so that you don't miss out on any of the Disney fun. And until next time, this is Melanie from Lend Me Your Ears saying, happy FastPass selecting. You hit Phoenix. All right. Phoenix, cry. How could you hurt that?
He's the one who punched me in the stomach.
Okay, Brody, come back over here. Brody, now listen, I'm gonna get you a Band-Aid. Okay, Brody, okay. And that was nearly painless. Good job, you guys. Okay, you can leave now. Okay. Goodbye.